You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
Keep cuts. Wake up, check your phone. Ignore the alarm. You're still alone. Wake up, rewind the night. Who are you? But also kind of who am I? Wake up, check your phone. Pre-party.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of F and Adulting. My name is Lorena.
And I'm Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
How do I look? I look like shit, huh?
No, you look like shit. No, you don't.
I tried to get ready as fast as I could, buddy. What
I
are
have
you doing?
kids now. I have children.
Children.
I went from one Tinkerbell to two, or she has two, right?
Yeah, to 3 kids. I have 3 kiddos.
Kids now. When you said that, I was like, "What the fuck?" It's true.
You're like, wait a minute.
I was like, "She does have children now."
How you been, buddy?
Crazy. How have you been?
Good. Just working and
A lot,
working.
you said? Working a lot?
Yeah, dude. And then going. It's because they give me the days off weird. Like,
Like randomly,
I
like
have
every
Friday
week?
off, and then I work tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off on Wednesday. And
So it's,
then I work Thursday, Friday, and then so it's crazy. Like I feel like I don't have time for anything.
yeah. So you're
It's
like, what
whatever.
the
And I've
fuck?
been going to meetings also with my
Oh, your
probation.
thing.
Damn, it sucks, but oh well.
And then having
I
to,
actually I was stressing out. I think it was on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Because I had to go to work. I worked in the morning. I had oh no, it was Wednesday. Wednesday. I went into work at 7,
yeah.
and then I had a meeting at 10 at 1, and then I still had to go take a drug test. So I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Because the drug test place
Yeah.
is at 6. By the time I get out there, like they won't take any more patients. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it. It's all like, fuck. So it wasn't that busy. And I was like, hey, I told the guy, like, I was like, hey,
I'll
can you back
be,
me up for an hour? You know what I mean? So I can be at the meeting. And he's like, yeah, I got you. And I'm like, all right, then. So I took that meeting. I talked to the counselor and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to meet you at 1 because I still have to go take a drug test and I can't be leaving work like that.
yeah.
So it was cool because she was like, yeah, so she changed my other meeting. And then in lunch, I want to go take the drug test.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, dude, hauling ass, and I was still late. So I was like, fuck, so whatever. But everything was good.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm only one person.
I know. I was like, damn. I feel like it's a trap with probation. Like
Like
they want you to work.
they want you to fuck up, huh?
Like they want me to, yeah. Like they fucking want me to work. If I don't work, that's a fuck up.
Yeah.
But they also want me to attend the meetings while I'm at work. Like, yeah, I'm
You're
gonna get
like,
fired. Though. Like, what do you want me to do?
so you physically have to go to the meeting, or you could do it online, or
No, I do it online.
but
It's
either
like us
way,
right now,
like,
but there can't be anyone there because it's like a counselor sesh. Like it's
yeah.
a group sesh and an individual sesh. So they do recommend that. Oh, nobody better be there because it's like against
Oh, yeah.
rules that other people hear problems. And I'm like, oh God.
You're like, I have a
So
podcast and they tell all my problems there.
exactly.
Everybody hears my problems.
And you know what? And I remember names too. No, just saying no.
Oh God. Well, I'm sorry. You're all over doing
It's
everything.
okay.
So busy. So busy. Ask
So
me.
cool.
Ask
And
me what
you?
I've been doing.
What you been up to, buddy?
Nothing. Anyways. So did you have fun at my wedding?
I did have fun at your wedding.
Even though you went late?
Whatever. You were all in the way in the corner. We were laughing over here with your
Well,
brother.
see, it was hard to be
Yeah.
everywhere. And then it was funny because my cheeks were already because I had to take so many pictures. Everybody want to take pictures, which is fine, but you're not used to taking so many fucking pictures. So at the end, I'm
Exactly.
like,
Like to just smile. You're like this, I think, for a while. All right, you. Who's next? You?
Uh, and then I'd be
Eh,
like, and then I was like so hot, you know. I was
Yeah.
like, and then everybody was
You
cold.
look
I'm
so
like,
beautiful.
it felt nice.
Gorgeous.
It was
I
really
was like, oh
nice.
my God, I love it. I love it.
I was pleasantly surprised. I was surprised with like how everything turned out. It was really
It's-
nice. I was like, I walked
Did you
into,
get drunk
yeah.
that night?
No, I got drunk the night before,
Yeah, I know
which
about
is
that.
why, like, honestly, like, I got drunk, right? Because Monchi, they took out Monchi. I told you, right?
Yeah.
That they took him out to fucking to a strip club or whatever. And then,
And they were saying no at the
that what?
they kept saying that they weren't gonna go to a strip club, remember?
And I was like, yeah, they were saying, no,
I'm like, yeah, they were.
Monchi didn't want to. He was like, I don't want to, babe. To me, all I want is to go golfing with my friend and,
Oh my
maybe go to a bar or something, like hang out or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. And
yeah, like,
then my brother-in-law, Ray, was like, fuck it. He rented a fucking, what is it called? One of
a
those,
stripper.
no, he rented one of those,
Oh, one of escorts.
no way. Escort.
Wait, what? They go, they escort women. Yeah.
No, he rented one of those party buses or
Oh yeah,
trolleys
that's
or
right.
whatever
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck.
right.
He rented one and then he fucking he got everybody there, like all my uncle was there, Eddie, my brother, and then like all his friends and Monchi's friends went too. And we'll see they got on lap dances and shit. And then he's
Nice.
telling me that fucking he's telling me that some fucking stripper bitch, whoever the fuck you are, you know who you are. I tells him because he's like getting a lap dance, I guess, or whatever, or maybe the girl was there, I don't know. And then my brother-in-law's like, he's getting married, and then she's like, why are you getting married? Don't get
What?
married. And then he's like, but I love her. You don't love her because you're here.
Oh.
And I was like, who the fuck is that bitch? I'm about to go into that fucking strip club.
Beat her ass, drag her
You
downstairs.
point me to where she's at. I need to fucking go
¿Cuál es
talk to that
estúpido?
bitch. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, he's all, yes, babe. I swear. She said, why are you getting married? Don't get married. He's all, but I'm in love. And he's
That
all
sounds
like,
something like strippers say though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
mi
gonna say
sexy.
that.
and I'm like, this little bitch doesn't know me. I'm like, you should have showed a picture of
Come
her and
on,
be
come on
like,
back.
oh yeah, you wouldn't marry
Swing,
her.
swing.
Anyway, so yeah, I was like, who would say that? Anyways,
Whoa, that's
um,
stripper. Not stripper.
yeah. So that night, I was like, fuck
You
it.
find
Like,
her or what?
no, I was like, whatever.
I know
Um,
who's playing, buddy.
did you find her? Yeah, I kicked her ass. That's
Yeah.
right. Uh huh.
Well, I say you want me to find her.
Oh, you have. Yes, find her.
I'll fucking drag her here in our
I
podcast.
want to have her. I want to have her here. I mean, like,
That's
how dare
funny.
you? How dare you tell these weak men
I weak men.
not to get married? You
Imagine
influence
on
them.
next
You are
episode.
very influential.
Imagine our next episode. I turn on the camera and then you see her here. Hey, remember we're talking about that stripper?
It's that girl. Yeah.
She right here. I tied her up though.
Hello. I tied her up. I had a lot
Good.
of fun. It was
I
a
couldn't
really
stop laughing when you guys were feeding each other cake. I saw you. Hello, Lorena. Que Lorena, man. I swear. Gotta love her.
oh god. So I still have to get the pictures for all that.
Oh
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully they
You should
got.
you
Yeah,
should send me some.
the photographer took some pictures, so he said he would send them to me by the end of this weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so hopefully he's like, oh, I captured like a lot of like really sweet moments.
Oh, that's
And I'm
good.
like, oh, with the family and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's good.
That's good. That is good.
It was a perfect wedding. I thought it was just perfect because it was like time wise, I thought it was perfect. I thought that everything was nice and very like adorable and cute and
It was. It was
everything was set up really pretty and then like it just felt really nice. I don't know. I just liked it a lot.
all the girls there, and then at the end,
And then my
everyone.
little yes, and then my little nieces and nephews, and then it's so cute because my cousin's little girl, she came over and then I gave her like one of the little balloon bubble thingies that
Oh
I had gotten
yeah.
the kids because I'm like they're gonna be bored. I'm gonna get them some of that. So I got her like one of those bubble things,
She's
and
the
then
one that was sitting next to me, ¿no?
se me hace que sí, una morenita.
Una
When
chiquita, bien chiquita.
sí, la chiquita.
Yeah, I think it was her.
My cousin texted me, he's all like, Monse, she kept telling everybody, la princesa me dio bubbles. La princesa me
Oh,
dio bubbles. And I'm like,
qué bonito.
oh,
How
how
cute.
cute is that? That was cute.
She's an
So,
angel.
yeah, she's adorable. They're all adorable. Just
I was
there.
even adorable just
You
there.
were adorable. Adorably late.
Whatever. Did you hear that? You hear her?
Adorably late. Mira, le dije because I was telling you fucking munchies. Pinche Cristala, telling her, she told me she just woke up, but then I can't get mad at her because she has a girlfriend and she has kids now. And then he goes, LOL, toda mom now. Pues sí, if she don't want to do it anymore, let her know. If she doesn't want to do it anymore, pues tell her. Dile que,
Está
oh, I'm like,
enojona la Lorena.
well, she's all mom now. It's funny because I didn't think about that. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm a mom.
You
I'm a
guys,
mom.
Crystal's a mother.
I am, guys. I got two human kids and
Two
one
human kids and one canine.
one
Canine.
canine and one bitch.
Dude, honestly, when you said that, because obviously I was gonna let them know I was hurrying you up, and then I was
She
like,
was
dude, what the
rushing
fuck?
me.
Huh?
How much she was rushing me.
I was rushing her because she told me from 12 to 1, and I'm like already ready at 12 something. I was already ready, like boom, boom, boom. And I was gonna take a nap. I was gonna go to sleep because I hadn't slept. But then I was like, no, because if I do, I'm not gonna want to get up and blah blah blah. So I was like, I'm gonna start getting ready. And I was ready, and I'm like texting you, and then I don't get an answer, and I'm calling her, boo boo boo, and then I leave her a message, and then and then you're like, stop hurrying me up or whatever. I'm a mother now, and I'm like
No,
laughing because I'm
no, I said,
like,
okay, sorry, buddy. I just woke up. I took a
yeah,
nap.
don't be mad. And I was like, whatever. And then
Like I've been working a lot, and I'm a mom now.
and I'm a mom now, and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, she is a mom now. What the fuck?
I know. Everybody keeps telling me like, "Oh, we thought you didn't want kids," and I'm like, on my own, like I didn't want to have to
You didn't want to have them?
like
Like,
push them out. No,
but how does it feel to be a mom now?
it feels pretty good. It feels good, but tiring, obviously.
I didn't show you the video of Monchis trabándose when he said I do.
No,
No,
grabándose. What do you mean?
trabando.
Oh, do I?
It was funny because, like, the judge asked me, um, Lorena, aceptas Roman, blah, 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 right? And then dije, sí, acepto, you know? And then when she's listening, and then I say, yes, I do, whatever, right? And then it goes to Monchis and, Roman, ¿aceptas tú a Lorena para quién sabe qué, para toda tu vida y que sabe qué chingados. And then he's all, see,
That's me.
acepto.
Román, ¿aceptas a Lorena como tu esposa para vivir juntos en el matrimonio, para amarla, consolarla, honorarla y mantenerla en la enfermedad y en la salud? Y renunciando a todas las demás, mantener sola a ella para el resto de sus vidas.
Cierto.
Roman,
That
Ah,
was
pobrecito.
cute. He's all, babe, well, this is our first marriage. And I'm like, so what? I
Oh, so what? You're supposed to be cool. Hi.
so I want to tell you, I want to ask you. Obviously,
What do you ask?
everybody's heard the slap. What is it? The slap heard around the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Oh my god! Did you see it? I mean, did you
I
see the
did.
Oscars?
No, I didn't see the Oscars. I saw that.
You saw it. That's insane, right? Did you feel
Dude, that's
bad for Chris,
crazy.
dude?
I do. I did. I was like, there's no need for that shit. Like,
Right?
dude, he's a comedian. He's gonna say shit like that. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
exactly. Okay,
Like,
yeah. Like I was both like I understood both situations, but then at the same time, like I can't. Like there's no need for
there's no
violence.
need to get that.
And
Yeah.
especially like live television, everybody
And
watch.
he was laughing. Pa que se hace.
He was laughing, but then he turned around and looked at Jada, and
Así
Jada's
es,
probably gave
awful.
him like, "What the fuck are you laughing at? You better do something," you know. And then obviously he got up and all mamoncillo style. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Like even when he slapped
Mm.
him, he turned around and he's like walking like
All
all like
badass.
cool, you
Yeah.
know? Like he's so proud of himself for doing that shit, you know? And then Chris
Isn't
kind of
he?
like, what the fuck just happened, you know?
He was all like, okay, man. Like, all right, I
And
will.
I thought it was so sad. I thought it was so sad that nobody like got up and like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know?
Or said something. Yeah.
Or like went
Like, bro,
to
really?
Chris's aid and like even the people from the academy, like they didn't even fucking do shit, you know? Like nobody came
I,
out. They left
yeah.
fucking Chris standing there like an idiot, you know, like getting
Dude, I
slapped.
don't know how you could just stay so calm about after that. Like, I probably would have attacked him too. Like, he
Yeah.
was pretty cool about it. You know what I mean? If you think about it, like,
Well, he's classy. He's a classy
but
dude.
exactly that's not my. But like, and I think the one that looked bad was Will. Like, honestly, like,
Will
dude,
and
this
Jada.
chick Jada fucking was fucking around with this other fool, and like,
Exactly.
what an idiot!
That's what they were
I swear
laughing
to
at.
God.
They're
And
like,
then
oh
I'm like, you're gonna
yeah.
get mad over a little comment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what they were laughing at because they're like, oh yeah, he's like picking his battles because he knows he can like go and slap Chris and Chris will probably not do shit, but the other guy will probably, you know, like he was younger and
yeah, I don't
you
know, dude. I
know,
was just like, what the fuck?
and then having like all these other celebrities being like, oh, like going up to Will and Jada and I get like she has alopecia or whatever, where that thing where you know your hair falls and she had mentioned it, but not everybody knows, you know, like not everybody is like up to date with
Yeah, with all
the
the
Smiths,
celebrities.
you know, like so how do you know if he didn't know, you know? Maybe
Exactly.
he wasn't aware of it and and he's a comedian and they're gonna poke fun of people, you know, and if you're in front and you're one of the nominees or whatever and your wife's there and they already know each other, you know, and they have a history of Chris making fun or like not making
He's a
fun, but like
comedian.
he's a comedian, you know? That's what they
Yeah, and it was
do.
kind of funny, you know what I mean? Like,
And it wasn't
but
like, oh my god, like, oh, it's a horrible,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, it's not like she's like, okay, like, it would have been maybe a little hurtful if she was like dying or something, you know what I mean? And he
yeah.
mentioned something about her dying, then okay, I would
Like
get
if
it.
it was
Pero
cancer or something, and it's
yeah,
like,
and it
what the
wasn't
fuck?
anything like deadly.
And I
So
understand, like, and that's why I was so like torn between like when it happened, I was like, okay, maybe he shouldn't have said that. But then I'm like, well, duh, he's a comedian.
yeah,
Comedians do that, they fucking,
he
especially
should
these
have.
fucking shows that, they have pure celebrities. They're in a whole different level. Like their life is not normal. Why not poke fun at them? Like
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
they why do you have comedians there, so why do
Yeah.
you go and there's gonna be comedians there that they're gonna
They're
poke
gonna
fun at
be
you.
picking, especially sitting in the front. Come on.
Yeah, so it's like I get it, but then I also was like, well, why? Like I understand like hair is a big deal for women because it is, you
But dude,
know.
she's rich.
But at the yeah, like
Dude, come
I'm
on, you
like
guys. All those rich girls are so like they feel all insecure and they go get fake boobs, fake booties, and you can't go get a wig.
yeah, like no, and I get it. Like she has that alopecia thing, and it's like
It's sad.
okay, it
Yeah.
affects. I mean, imagine like showering or like combing your hair, brushing your hair, and then your hair just falling off. It's like a psychological thing,
Issue.
or
Yeah.
issue. Yeah,
Like,
like it affects you like that. So I get the fact that she was like, "What the fuck," but then at the same time, like they could have gone at the like afterwards and spoken to him like, "Hey, this she has this condition, and this,
it
and we
wasn't
didn't
cool.
find
And he
it
could have
funny,
apologized.
and you should, and it would have been like a different situation where they could have handled it differently. Not like you can't just go walk up to someone and slap them and
And
think that it's
smack them in front of a
fine."
lot of people.
And think that it's fine. And I thought it was a joke at first, and I thought everybody probably thought it was a joke, like, oh, he couldn't have
I would
slapped
have
them. I thought
until
they were
he yelled like crazy.
where he was like, yeah, like don't speak, don't whatever.
Keep
What do you say?
my wife's
Leave
name out
name
of
out of
your mouth.
your mouth, out of your fucking mouth, and then like fucking mouth, like not even you
Yes,
went up
please.
to slap him, and then you're still like being all aggressive and
Yeah, like
swearing,
calm down.
So he obviously sent out an apology. He said, I would like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, and all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained that what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I'm a work in progress. In this, well, I think he said this before. Violence in all its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Award was unacceptable and unexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of my job, but the joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear and reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed of my actions, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in the world of love and kindness. And then he followed with what I said right now, which is, I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? You already did it. But it's so crazy
Yeah,
because now
yeah,
they're
'cause
pulling a lot
damage
of
is
the,
done.
yeah, they're pulling a lot of the movies that he had on Netflix or Hulu. I don't know. They're not, you know, being, they're not coming
Click
out
anymore.
anymore. Or they're,
That's why, like, I don't know, it's crazy, but that's why famous people should like look at what they're gonna do because people are looking. And
especially them, yes. And then it's crazy because I saw another footage of him hitting a reporter
Oh
on
yeah,
the
but that
smacking on the
one
face.
I get that one though because the guy was trying to kiss him in the mouth.
No, but he wasn't even near the mouth. He was over here on the side, and he's like, "Oh, you're trying to kiss me on the mouth." He
Still,
was on the side.
still, dude, he was
Well,
trying to kiss
I
him.
understand that you okay. There's boundaries, but
If he's
come
telling me if he's trying
on.
to push him away first and he doesn't do it, so of course, yeah, and he just
Yeah,
barely
but
went. I
he's
for that
smacked
one, I
though.
get it. I get it. Cause like if there was some random dude trying to do that to me, dude, like
Yeah,
I probably would have slapped him too, you know, and probably not as smooth as he did. Like
you
I would
would
have
have done.
smacked
Boop.
him.
Yeah,
I would have been like that.
yeah,
but so,
but
this
you're
one
not a
was just weird.
celebrity. That's the thing. You can do that. Well, not that you can do that, but you don't have a lot of repercussions.
Oh
Like they have to.
no.
When you're a celebrity, you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you do. You have to watch everything because you
Yeah,
have to
but
handle
that's I
yourself at
don't
a
know.
certain.
That one I'm not mad about, but like you know that other guy in the Mexican.
Yes.
Okay, now him, dude, he got mad because a reporter was asking him questions.
Yeah.
He got pissed off and smacked the shit out of
It's
that
funny
dude.
because Eugenio Derbez was in both of the situations.
He was like,
It was like, what
"What
the fuck? And
the
then on
fuck?"
this one too, on the Coda, I think Coda or the one that won Best Picture or something. Yeah, like he came out in that movie, so he was there watching it too. And I'm like, that's crazy. Eugenio's like always there in the back. But
Like
yeah.
in the back, like what the fuck?
Oh, wait, ¿qué pasó?
Oh, la verga.
And then now, dude, now fucking Jada is saying like that she doesn't condone what he did. In US Weekly, the source said Pinkett Smith isn't angry with her husband, though she wishes he didn't react by getting physical with Rock. It was in the heat of the moment and it was him overreacting. He knows that, she knows that. They're in agreement that he overreacted. And then she said, yeah, pretty much it was in the heat of the moment and that he overreacted, that she doesn't really, that
Like she didn't see that
she
coming.
wishes he hadn't done it. But then again,
Yeah.
like, fucking Will seems like he's afraid of her.
Yeah, like he's
Because
her bitch.
obviously, like, she was like, "Ugh, it's not funny. Like, she rolled her eyes when Chris said the joke, and then this fucker's laughing, and I'm sure he turned
And then
around
he's
and
like,
looked at her,
oh,
and then she's like, oh, you think it's funny? And then that's when he was like, oh, they
let me do
disrespected my
something.
wife. Like, I have to do
Like,
something.
there's
Because
no way
then,
that could have been the heat of the moment. It was more of the heat of a moment that he's just afraid of her. Because,
yes.
you know what I
He's like,
mean?
if
Like,
I don't do something, and I
yeah.
tell Mochi, he's like, hey, babe, would you have slapped someone if they would have been making fun of me? He's like, no. Then why are you there? He's a comedian. Like, why do you go
Yeah.
to a comedy, like a comedy show if, they're going to do shit like
You know
that?
they're
You
probably
can't
going to
be
make fun of
sensitive
you.
like that. Yeah. They're doing their job. You can't stop someone for doing their job.
That's true.
And I'm like, well, that's true. But I'm like, but then it comes down to like medical conditions and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, he might have not known.
But they don't even care, most of them, dude.
They
Like,
don't give
that's
a
how they
fuck.
can
Yeah.
attack you going by your faults. You know what I mean? Like,
They don't
honestly,
give
like, if
a
you can't take
fuck.
it, don't go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was insane. Like, and I just felt bad for Chris because, I mean, maybe when he walked out, like, but even like when he presented the nominees and then they won or whatever, he was still in shock. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
they showed like his video,
People's faces and,
people's faces and his face, like when he's like giving the award or whatever, and then like he's just like, what the fuck do I do? Like, what
yeah.
just happened? See everybody.
Pobrecillo. I felt bad for him too, like for Chris. Because he
Pobrecito,
looked like
señor.
tenía la cara, like, when
And you know what
you're
he
embarrassed.
well, Wanda Sykes, right? That's her name. The one of the comedians that hosted, because it was three comedians that hosted the Oscars. She went to the after party or whatever, And she said that she saw Chris there, and Chris went to apologize to her, tell her like, "Hey, I'm sorry that
I made her.
that this happened while you guys were hosting, because I know you guys worked so hard to host the Oscars, and now the Oscars is going to be known for that, and we stole
Yeah.
that, from you guys." And even though, I mean, it's not his fault, but he still apologized, to Wanda.
Oh,
And I was like, wow, like that shows what type of person he is. And then you have Will Smith partying at the after party, like singing this stupid song and shit. And I'm like, dude, really? Like, you're so fucking proud of yourself instead of like going home and being ashamed of what you just did.
exactly. Pues le
He's like
valió el
over
güey.
here, like partying and like fucking singing this stupid song and shit. And I'm like,
What an
and over
idiot.
here you have Chris like apologizing to Wanda Sykes,
Yeah, exactly.
like instead of you. You know what I mean? Like, sorry for stealing the show.
Makes him look better as a bad person.
And I'm like, I don't know. It's insane. But anyways, we're gonna
Uh,
continue our what is it? Our series, the scammers obsession
Knowing the
series.
people who were at the top, like they did not strike me as too smart or like too talented.
Work hard, play hard.
The youngest billionaire in the
I
world.
forgot to remove that. It's supposed to be the Tinder Swindler. It's not the
Swin.
L Anna Delvey. It's the
Dude,
Tinder
I was.
Swindler.
I started watching. Well, I didn't see all of it, but I started seeing it, and at
It's
first
so
I was like,
dumb,
"Is this
right?
for real? Like, did this really happen?
What the fuck?
It
Like,
happened.
that's crazy, dude. Like, how the
It's so insane
fuck
to
up,
think.
though?"
I mean, okay, so we're gonna be talking about the Tinder Swindler today, but next week we're gonna be talking about Elizabeth Holmes, which I think is out of all of them, I think she's the most fucked up one because she like put people's lives at risk.
Yeah,
Like these people fucking took money, which money is like whatever, like it's not your health. But
yeah.
like this girl fucking played with people's health and shit. And like she gave like wrong fucking what are they called?
Diagnosis.
Diagnosis. So she could have killed people.
Mm-hmm.
Or people could have died or committed suicide because some of the diagnosis she diagnosed someone with HIV and what if they got into
Yeah.
depressed that what if they became depressed and killed themselves? So it's like you're playing around with people's health.
Health already. Yeah, like
And
that's
I think
already.
that's the worst because she like believed so much in her fucking thing that wasn't working and
Hold
not
on.
diagnosing it correctly. And it's like, what the fuck? The Tinder swindler, Simon Levy,
I don't know how to say his last name.
pretended to be the king of diamonds.
Dude, that shit was insane.
So
Like,
he
I
was
even at first I thought that he was really like because of his
wealthy.
picture. Well, I was watching the series on Netflix,
Yeah.
and like I thought his whole like page and the whole that he was a son of this one guy that came out in Forbes, like the king of diamonds.
Yeah.
Like I was like, maybe this guy's just like, like at first I started thinking like maybe he's just gonna end up being this big old mafia dude, with a lot of money. But no, it wasn't even like that.
He has nothing. So yeah, so he was supposedly the son of King of Diamonds Lev Lviv. I'm not pronouncing that right, I know. A famed Russian Israeli diamond oligarch. The first girl, I guess, back in 2018. Cecile, and I'm gonna butcher her last name, so I'm not even gonna pronounce it. So she went on a private plane London to Bulgaria just for one night. And they had just met on Tinder. They had a coffee date at his hotel. And that's how he would get them. Like he would pretty much wine and dine them and show
Oh,
them like, oh look at
nice.
pretty much like this is my lifestyle and
Yeah.
oh and I'm this person and blah blah blah. And then at the end, like he would play a fucking whole story on him being harassed
Like
or like
harassed by the people he has to leave.
yeah, like people were seeking him for money or like they were trying to kill him or something.
That's
And he
crazy.
needed money because he didn't have access to his credit cards because if he used
Because that's
them,
how they were
these
finding
people, these
him.
criminals would find him. And so he needed access to money, but he couldn't get it. So can I borrow? And he would borrow like
Twenty-five thousand,
large
thousand.
amounts. Yes, it's insane. And I don't know how or why these women would
Dude, how did
agree
he
to
get to if how did he hire that girl?
what girl?
Well, he hired one of them so that the credit card could give him more money to spend.
Which one?
The first one,
Uh-huh.
the first girl, he was like, "Hey, there's something wrong with the credit card. It's not going through." And she's like, he's like, "I'm gonna need you to call American Express and see what the limit is."
Uh-huh.
And then she ends up calling and it's like, "Well, it's already over limit." Like he said, "Well, try and get more." He's like, "I'm gonna have to hire you." Pa que le dieran más, dude. And then he sends her like a check stub or a check
Oh,
for
yes.
$35,000. So they raised the card for more.
Yeah.
I was like,
So I
damn,
guess it was just well, yeah, it was just like how Anna Del Rey would do her fucking
that's crazy though. That takes a lot of
documents.
brains. Like, how the fuck?
I
That
know,
should
it's
look
funny.
legit.
She said in the beginning it was a whirlwind relationship that would ultimately leave her heartbroken, deceived, and more than $200,000 in debt. That's crazy. The Tinder Swindler allows to sail along with Pernelia and Eileen, just three of Simon Levie's many victims to tell their stories. If I were to have someone like tell me, you need to get a loan for this and this and that, fuck no. I don't want to even get a loan for my.
I,
I mean, I'll get
you
a
just
loan for
met
my
him also.
family. Huh?
But I don't know. You just met him also, and like all these girls are trying to find love, and then for this guy to like le puso
Pero
hasta
they
apart.
should know better though. Like honestly,
Yeah, that's true.
if anybody that you just met is asking you for money,
Like you should know there's a
you
red
should know
flag
that's
there.
like a scam already.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see that money anymore.
And then that much money, especially.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
continue to give them more and more and more. It's like, come on.
And then
You
who?
can't be
Oh
that
yeah.
naive.
Damn, dude, that sucks. For girls, I mean, but you're right though.
You can't be that naive, like to think that
Like, what if the girl would have had bad credit?
like how okay, first of
Yeah.
all, like how does he not have other friends that are closer to him that he can ask for money? Like why does it have to be me? I barely met you.
That's true. Yeah.
Like I would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, don't you have anybody closer to you? Like, I'm sure you have
Your
closer
dad.
friends.
Your dad,
Your
especially.
dad that can take out money, and give you cash. Why can't they send you money? Like, why does it have to be me? Like, I don't understand."
Exactly.
And I get
Because
it. Like, he'd be like, "Yeah, well, I'll pay you back," and then he would send them whatever. But then I think he would send them money, no? But he like send them like,
well, he would send pictures of that. He sent the money.
yeah. Oh my god.
But I don't know if he was actually sending it. I didn't get that deep into it yet.
Yeah.
But I know he was sending them screenshots of like, hey, I just sent you $120,000,
And you
and then this is
and
the
they would not
invoice.
see.
So I don't know.
I know one of them, the last one was like she ended up selling all his clothes. I think she got like a pretty good amount, but obviously it didn't cover what she had given him,
Yeah.
Simon Levy. has not been charged for any crimes that may have occurred outside of Israel, including the alleged conning of Cecile, Pernilla, and Eileen, who appear in Netflix document. According to the Times of Israel, he may have swindled an estimate of $10 million from victims across the continent from
Damn.
2017 through 2019 alone. Cecile,
Damn.
Cecile Pernilla and Eileen are still paying off their debts. That's insane.
Dude, that sucks. You know, that guy's a millionaire now, though, at least. That, and he can't get in trouble for it. Because
Yeah,
obviously
I
they
don't
were
think
giving it to him.
the Lviv Diamond family might disagree. They filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Simon Lviv in Tel Aviv for defamation, invasion of privacy, breach of trademarks, and impersonation. Shimon Hayut is a fraud who stole our family's identity and has tried to exploit our good name to con victims out of millions of dollars. Shagit Lviv, the daughter of Lev Lviv, said in a statement to E! News on February 28th, he has no relation to the Lviv family and has no affiliation with our company LLD Diamonds. The family is hoping that their lawsuit will force Simon to face justice and get the sentence he deserves. And their attorney has stated that this is the only the beginning and more lawsuits will follow. In response, a rep for Simon told E! News that Simon believes the family is just trying to insert themselves in the narrative for publicity after the show's success, and that Simon also legally changed his name in 2015 and
Well, I hope they get him, though, with something at least, because that's pretty fucked up.
Time to be alive, start a podcast, become a DJ, try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, for the batteries die.